After the Minnesota Vikings cut Sean Mannion, and he signed with the Seattle Seahawks practice squad, and they waived a second-year quarterback Kellen Mond, and he was claimed by the Cleveland Browns. The Vikings were probably looking to add a quarterback to the roster or at least the practice squad, as they only had Kirk Cousins and Nick Mullins. Enter David Blough, formerly of the Detroit Lions. Never sleep on the, hey, guys in our division, give us the intel, give us the inside stuff. That's why the Bears claimed ISM and Armand for Watts, but Tom Pelissero, go. Nailed it. Former Lions quarterback David Blough, who was waived hours after the 53-man cutdown, plans to sign with the Vikings practice squad per source. Woo. Let's talk about the new Vikings quarterback today. And so some background. I did like David Blough when he was at Purdue. I respected him when he was at the Lions. I think that there was just an absolute train wreck around him. It wasn't really conducive for developing the UDFA quarterback that he was, but the thing that really got me, so I read Bruce Feldman's book, The QB, and part of the book focuses on Trent Dilfer's Elite 11 camp, and David Blough was in there as a high schooler from Texas before he committed to Purdue. Now, I liked it because David Blough's teams, they always overachieved, because the kid, even though he didn't have the strongest arm in the world, he wasn't the fastest, wasn't the biggest, he just has a little bit of charisma, a little bit of leadership there. But also, there was a section where he meets Aaron Rodgers and they have a bro moment. So I don't know, man. I can't do it. Cut his ass right now. But background: David Blough, 27 years young, 6 foot, 200 pounds, a former 3-star recruit from Carrollton, Texas. Took his talents to Purdue. Now, here's where the dollar store Drew Brees comparisons come in. He's a 6-foot quarterback who went to high school in Texas and then went to Purdue. That's really about it. But he was a 4-year starter for the Boilermakers, and his senior season was one of his best ones. 3,705 yards passing, 8.1 yards per attempt, 25 tutties, 10 picks, a 73 PFF grade, a third-team All-Big Ten. And then he was undrafted in 2019 due to size, arm strength. But other than that, he's really good. Ended up with the Lions, and he actually had to start 5 games as a rookie, and it wasn't great. One of the games was even against the Vikings, and it just was not good. He went 0-5 in those games, threw 6 picks, had a 64 quarterback rating. But remember, and in fairness to David Blough, he had absolute garbage around him. It was Garbaggio. The Lions that year were 3-12-1. Matt Patricia was the head coach. It was just a disaster. If you're setting up a rookie quarterback to win, that wasn't it. That is not the environment. And then eventually he got washed out in Detroit, like Pelissero mentioned, after 53-man cutdowns because they brought in Nate Sudfeld, etc. And David Blough scouting report. So like we said, undersized, 6 foot and 3/8. 3/8 is important. But he does have a quick release. He is accurate on short to medium throws. Deep ball, he doesn't have the arm deep outside the numbers for a starting NFL quarterback. And that's the whole thing. He's being signed as a practice squad quarterback. Do I think that David Blough is ever going to be QB1 on a team? Probably not. But can he work his way up to be a competent quarterback too? Yes. I think that he can do that. He does have the intangibles. He does have leadership. He does have a little bit of moxie. If you go back and watch some of his games from 2019 as a rookie, he just has a little bit of it going on, as well as if you watch some of his preseason stuff. And I think that he can develop himself into a veteran backup quarterback who can be a competent game manager. And if, knocking on wood, if poop does hit the fan, maybe he can keep the offense afloat. Maybe he can distribute the ball to the playmakers, hopefully stay out of trouble, stop making mistakes, and then go from there. I take his rookie tape with a massive grain of salt. Remember, UDFA with the friggin' Lions, who went 3-12-1, and his coach was Matt Patricia. So take all of that with a massive grain of salt. But the comparison, Diet Case Keenum, it isn't out of the realm of possibility, because remember, Case Keenum bounced around as a journeyman before he became Case friggin' Keenum in 2017. He was also an undersized, not so strong of an arm UDFA quarterback coming out of Houston. Although, Blough didn't set all the NCAA passing records, and I mean all of them, because Keenum was in college for 7 years, but I digress there. And the Vikings quarterback room as of right meow. You got Kirk Cousins, you got Nick Mullins on the 53. Mullins is going to have to be that guy. He is one play, one snap away from being that dude. So even though he's been in this offense for a couple weeks now, it's going to have to be a crash course. And David Blough is going to be on the practice squad just as a guy who can practice with the team, get introduced to the offense, as well as Kwesi and Kevin O'Connell can get a good look at him up close and personal. Maybe Blough can be the QB2 going forward, but I think that Blough, he certainly doesn't preclude the Vikings from going after a quarterback in the draft, which I certainly think that he should. Day 1, day 2, although they're going to be drafting a number 32 overall. So get after in that regard. But I think that David Blough is perfectly fine for what he's being brought in to do. A practice squad guy with some upside. Maybe eventually he works his way up as a veteran backup and then go from there. But overall, I do like the kid. He's not the upside play, but I think that he does have a decently high floor as well. But your thoughts are our thoughts. Vikings sign quarterback David Blough to the practice squad. Let us know your thoughts and our thoughts in the comment section below. Subscribe for daily Vikings takes once worth of work. Put a little something in the Venmo. But until next time, Skull Production Value.